I just saw the King Kong versus Godzilla movie, and this is not going to be a review of the movie definitively, because I'm not really the target audience. I didn't really see it out of any enthusiasm for the subject matter. Not that I have anything against the subject matter. It's just not really something I was that into, but I thought it would make for a good kind of diversion for today. And something that interested me about it that I wanted to talk about is the fact that this very high budget movie with obvious corporate and media support, CNN is mentioned by name in it, is featured in it, for example. That shows you how mainstream they are. I'm not sure if the U.S. military is mentioned by name, but there is lots of military-related stuff. So anyway, it seems like the kind of movie that would get the rubber stamp. Well, not the rubber stamp. Would get the stamp of approval from all of the official places. So it's not the kind of movie where you would expect there to be the advancement of any subversive notions, and yet we have featured in this movie, among other things, Hollow Earth. I don't know that much about Hollow Earth theory. I don't know whether it's what I think about it. I've never really thought about it. But in the movie, it's a fact. Hollow Earth is a fact. It's something that has been unearthed, no pun intended, and it features heavily in the movie. We also have, there's a conspiracy theorist character who's not a total buffoon. He is, kind of a little bit eccentric and kind of, I don't know, kind of a comedic character, but he's not like he's not somebody who's just who you laugh at and despise, and who doesn't really, who lived in his mother's basement, blah blah blah. The whole thing, the whole spiel you hear about a conspiracy theorist. That's not the case in this movie. He's somebody who is intrepid and who has run across the truth of what has been going on, and he discovers this sinister mega corporation called Apex, which it's never directly stated, but they are obviously heavily funded. They could not. They must be part of the military-industrial complex, although that's again never directly stated. But given the amount of technology that they have a underground tunnel or underground transport that enables you to travel from the United States from Florida in the United States to Hong Kong. So we got underground tunnels. There's a scene, this seems like a small thing, but I don't know. And it is a small thing in the movie, but it's interesting that it's even featured in the movie. We have this kind of meeting of the minds between the conspiracy theorist podcaster who's going undercover investigating everything that's going on, and Millie Bobby Brown's character, where the conspiracy theorist character asks if she drinks tap water or not, and she says, "No way, I don't trust what's in the tap water." And he says, "Yeah, they put fluoride in the tap water." I mean, I know that seems like a tiny thing, and in the movie it's a tiny incidental thing, but that's weird that a mainstream movie, which which features CNN, by name, and huge budget, obviously an establishment movie, they have the advancement of the idea that tap water is not good for you because of the fluoride in it. I mean, that's kind of strange. And I've never talked about fluoride here. I've never talked about hollow earth or fluoride, but I know that they are not mainstream ideas. That they're sort of they're the kind of ideas that the establishment wants you to think of as crackpot, that wants you just to dismiss them out of hand. There's also a mention of breakaway civilizations. Breakaway civilizations is another term used in the conspiracy community, and we're never exactly shown what these breakaway civilizations constitute, but we have a character reflecting on what he sees and thinking this is related to breakaway civilizations. Breakaway civilizations, for those of you who are uninitiated, are if the powers that be, if the elites or whomever, those who hold the purse strings, essentially, if they are planning to or already have places in either underground or under the earth, under the sea, or in space, or on other planets, these other dwelling places that they have established. The theory goes that they have planned for these things, or these things are already happening in other places, on other planets, probably with black budget money without our knowledge. So breakaway civilizations, fluoride in the tap water, and what were the other things I said? Oh yeah, and hollow earth, which is a major plot point. I mean, it is a huge part of the story. So all these things feature in the movie, and I'm wondering what the point is, why when we live at a time when there's a bigger crackdown on conspiracy theories and conspiracy thinking than at any time I can remember in my lifetime. We live at a time where if you're a conspiracy theorist, you're not just a harmless sort of eccentric, you're dangerous. You're probably a neo-Nazi. You're Alex Jones, and Alex Jones is bad, and David Icke is bad, and we need to banish them from. We need to deplatform them because they're no better than neo-Nazis. And yet, in this movie, these various conspiracy concepts, this mainstream movie with a huge budget, these concepts are advanced and shown to be true, or at least in one case shown to be definitively true. In other cases, favorably spoken of. So what's going on here? Oh, no, Wiki, you're reading too much into it. It's just a summer blockbuster movie with special effects. Turn your mind off and stop over-analyzing everything. That's the person who talks that way is the person I don't want to hear from in the comment section. But everybody else is welcome. Thanks for watching. My name's Andy Nowicki. Please check out my work at altrightnovelist.com.